It's getting good. Can you find it? Let's see. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're just getting things finished with our setup. So give us just a second. Here we go. Come on. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. All right. So hopefully everybody has sound. Our sound looks good. Actually, let's turn our sound down just a bit. All right. Yeah. Yep, everything's good. Yep, I think we got everything. All right. So today, scoot into the camera a bit, dude. So today we are going to be finishing up our projects. Kiari is upstairs right now, trying to finish up a little bit of homework.
You're going to try and finish up the project.
Well, we're going to finish up a couple of our projects anyway, huh? So,
Who knows, maybe this will go for a month.
yep. All right, so just really quickly as a reminder to those of you guys who might be new to the different videos that we're doing here, these are live videos. They do include my children. There are lots of distractions. You may or may not like that, but it is me teaching my kids and you kind of get to watch along. And so if you can put up with the distractions, sometimes it's kind of fun and sometimes there's a lot of really good questions that pop up. Those of you guys who are okay with that may want to subscribe, hit the ring, ring that bell.
Where's the ring?
Turn on your notifications. See, look at, I turned off all my jewelry. I have no jewelry on now. But, you know, so we are glad to have you guys here and we are thankful to those of you who do come every day. We enjoy seeing you guys and it's fun to interact. And by the way, for those of you guys who have asked about it, I have turned on Super Chat, and so that means that you can put little stickers in there if you want. It's a way that it is, I'm still learning about a lot of it, but I know it's something that you can pay for. It does help support the studio here.
They're spelling it wrong. It's not Friday, it's Friday.
Friday? Oh, thank goodness it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Oh, you know what? You know my glorious thought for this week, or today actually, my glorious thought. We have 10 days of school left. 10! And really, the last week, I may just say, I don't care.
That means all my finals are coming up.
It is. It is.
I've got at least, let's see, if I have 8 classes and I've already taken 2 of them. And I don't have one for 4th.
There you go. I'm almost halfway through. So you guys, look at this. We've got people from Pennsylvania and Columbia and Washington, Arizona, Ohio. You guys are like all over the place. Well, we enjoy having you here. Today, our weather is a little cooler. It's lovely. I think like outside right now, it's 63 degrees, which is perfect.
And we're going to try and go on a walk after.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to try and drag them on a walk.
Well, we'll have to see. We got Taekwondo tonight too. Taekwondo. Did y'all know we did Taekwondo? Matter of fact, I'm going to be a black belt. I'll bet I'll be a black belt by September.
I'm going to try and be black belt a few months after.
I think you'll probably be there. I don't know if you'll be there in December, maybe February or so next year.
Yeah.
You're about 6 months behind me, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Anyway, the Muir girls, we kick butt. Just so you know, don't mess with us. Yeah. We'll take you down. All right, guys. So we've got more people from Rio and Vernon, Canada, California. So it's great to see you guys in South Carolina. So that's kind of fun, guys. It's so much fun. I'm glad that you guys always pop in there where you guys are from, because it's kind of fun to have that little bit of things. Now, yesterday, because, you know, my brain is going already, and I even said, Kate, why didn't you remind me? And she goes, well, I forgot too. We totally forgot to do the whole what we were going to do for the giveaway. Now, what we've decided to do, because, yeah, go ahead and show them. Yes, we have some textured patterns for the rolling mill. And what we did, because we've got some people who are not always here for the live videos, but they always come back for, you know, the replay of it. So what we said is anybody who enters something in the chat, then that is going to give you an entry. And if you come back to the video comment and you leave a comment there, that is also an entry. So if you happen to do both of those, then you get 2 of them. So, you know, yay, kudos for you guys for being here in the first place and then coming back to leave that comment. So,
look at the video comments.
What's that? I did. Oh. Yeah, I did. We just have to go over there because I meant to print off the list, but I didn't get that done. Whoops. But anyway, once we get things started. So anyway, so what we'll do is in a little bit, we'll do the drawing for these pattern papers. Now,
pattern papers.
Yeah, right now there's 4 of them. I may throw a couple more in there. So these are kind of fun because these are...
Maybe you get a special little handwritten note.
Maybe. Yes. Oh, I think we should definitely do a handwritten note from the girls. So anyway, yes. This is kind of what they are. And in this case, you'll notice that the pattern is not like a solid pattern. And maybe I'll throw in a solid pattern too, so you guys can see what that's like. But these are meant to kind of be cut up and then turned into earrings or chain links or pendants or anything like that. Ouch, my toes, dude. Okay. So... I was hoping that Kiara would be here already. Let's move our hair clippies. So let me show you guys kind of what we have here. Let's see, which camera are we best on? Actually, it looks like we're best on this camera. So let me show you a couple different things. Kiari's pendant looks like this. She's hammered textured. She had so much fun doing this. So if you guys can see that hammer texture on there. So she did that, and what's gonna happen is we'll have a little drop hang down there, and then we'll do 2 more here as well. So she's got to come back in and create her little chain. We've got some jump rings here. So she'll just create a little, oh, look at that. You can't even see that. Let's try that again. Oh, I made it worse. I hate this sometimes. There we go. So anyway, so here's, you know, I'm going to have Kiara do the chain. So she's getting pretty good at opening and closing these little chains. Then she has an additional pendant that she's making, and we just cut out a little section of those patterned wires that I bought, and those came from Dave Manny. And then we've got a little heart, and we'll just kind of attach that there on the bottom. And again, we'll just hook these up with jump rings, stick our cord through. And then, of course, the girls each need to set their stones. Now, in this case, I would set the stones before I put the jump ring on. Do you know why I would do that, Kate?
Because so then your stone doesn't break?
No, it's not so your stone doesn't break. But think about it. If you've got your piece and it's got a jump ring in it, how flat is that going to sit on our bench block when we go to set that stone? Yeah, it's not going to sit flat. So I would set the stones first before we do the assembling. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. What's that?
Looking taller.
Nope. I don't know, you might sit taller than me. Like, I sit taller than my mom, but her legs are shorter than mine. Or one of the two, I don't remember. I'm a lot taller than my mom, but when she sits, she's taller than me. Maybe that's what it is. All right, so let me show you guys one other thing that we have done here. So Kate got her stone, like we've got our bezel, and we set it, okay, well, I mean, we've got it all soldered into place. What? Yeah, your chair's higher. So anyway, so we got our bezel all soldered on. So after the video ended yesterday, Kate and I went back in and we finished soldering our bezel on, and it went really, really smooth. And you know, now we know that for sure whenever we do something like this, we just make sure we have our turntable on that. Now what I've done is I have put it into a piece of Thermalock. Okay, Thermalock is hard except for when it's warm. And this is a product that when you heat it up, it becomes really soft and pliable. But the thing is, and you would just heat it up with a heat gun or the microwave. So I just ran upstairs and popped it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then you can knead it together. But now, I mean, it's really, really hard. And so what happens with this is it makes it so that it's nice and stiff. You can hold on to it a little easier. Like I'm gonna actually have Kate probably I'm going to bring over my little ball vise and we'll stick it in there. So what I did was I put it into a little form that has this little tab on the bottom. What?
Do we have a heat gun down here?
I do have a heat gun. It's right there. It's hanging up right there next to my lamp. So this will allow me to put it into the ball vise and kind of clamp it on, and it will hold it into place so that it'll be easier to set our bezel. Okay, otherwise you have to kind of hold it in your hands, which I can do that too, but sometimes it's really handy when you've got smaller pieces or whatever else. So that's something else that we have there. So Kate, let's pull this camera over. Oh, that's so squeaky. So this one, this is Kate's other project that we are working on. So what needs to happen on these, again, she needs to set her stones. We need to oxidize our pieces. So Kate, in the case of your pieces, what I would suggest is that you actually throw your jump rings in, and you can even assemble everything, but I would not set your stones on here yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you could, and it would be fine. Maybe we will, I don't know. You could go either way. So anyway, we've got our stones that need to be set, or do you want to leave these bright and not oxidize? So these could be dark, this could be light, and then your hearts could be light. Well, you think about that because you have to make that choice. So anyway, and then we just need to put that together. Now, this is the stone that we are going to be setting in her one piece. Is Thermalock available on Tool Candy Store? Yes, toolcandystore.com, just type in Thermalock. And it's by GRS is who's selling that. So if you just type that in, you'll be able to find that. And again, I'll try to make sure I include some links for you guys for that. So this is the stone that we are going, oh, you guys can't see that. Let's see, where do we want to put this? There we go. This is the stone that we're going to be setting into our piece here. Now she has one more piece. This is a labradorite. We're not going to do this one today. We are not quite where we want to be with it yet as far, oh, look at that. It's just like so hard sometimes making sure everything is on the camera, you know? Anyway, look how beautiful that stone is. She picked out a great one. I love this stone. But anyway, so this is what we're going to be doing, and she's going to do the setting kind of like what we did with, let's see, like we did with our little claw settings. So she wants to do something similar to this. So we're just not quite there with our design for the back, like we talked about having this be on the back and then having it kind of stick up, and that would be where we would attach our jump rings or whatever. Look at that, you can't even see it again, the bail or whatever. So we're not quite here design wise yet as far as what we need to do. But yeah, so there you go. So that's kind of the plan. Like I said, we're not going to do the labradorite one yet. And yes, I agree. I think her teachers are lucky. But actually her teachers like it when I bring in their gifts because they're always very, very small. And they're like, we like the little boxes. So, because I usually do like earrings or necklaces for the teachers, you know, something it's handmade. You know, people who say that handmade gifts are crap, they don't know my handmade gifts. Huh? If they think handmade stuff is crap, then they don't need it. There you go. They don't need it. Well, since Kiara, why don't you run upstairs, go tell her to come, because I need her to come do this little part down here. So, let's see. Oh, Louise, they definitely like my gifts that we bring in, so it's kind of fun. I was going to ask you guys too, you know, if you guys would, you know, I'm still trying to come up with some different projects for the girls. I'm trying not to get them too advanced. I mean, obviously we went fairly advanced very quickly, but you guys can see they've done a great job with it. So if you would like, leave some ideas of what you would like to see, and even if I don't do them with my girls, I may actually use those for the live videos that I'm going to do, like the live online workshops. So if you guys have some ideas that you guys would like to see, please leave them in the comments, not necessarily here in the chat, but in the comment for the video, so that I will have that as a resource and I can go back and start putting together a list there of some of those things. So that's one thing that you guys can help me with. Now, another question, I received a couple of questions. So one was, where do I get the tubing and where do I get the stones? So when I'm doing these tube sets, like these little bitties that we're using here for these, so the tubes, I really like the ones from Halstead Bead. Now they do have a minimum quantity or like minimum amount that you have to spend. It used to be like your first order had to be $400 and then it had to be $100 after that. I think that they've dropped it. So I don't know what their requirements are now. But I also think it needed to be, I don't recall if it's what it had to be or not, but I thought you might have to have a business license on that or something. Don't quote me there. They may have changed things from a little while ago. But anyway, I really, really, really like the settings from Halstead Bead. And then I also, you can get those also from Rio. You can get them from Stoller. I don't remember if Auto Fry has those or not, but like I said, I really like the ones from Halstead. They just, I don't know if the top of the seat is cut a little thinner, but like you just go to push that down and it just lays down beautifully. So I really like those. And then as far as the stones, Halstead does not have a huge variety of stones. Like they've got clear, they have the blue, they have, I think maybe some red, don't quote me there. And then, I don't recall exactly. It's been a while since I bought some. I know they have pink. So I know that they've got a few different colors that are available there, but I also get them from Rio and from Stoller or places like that. Also, when you are doing, oh, what was I gonna say?
Oh no.
I don't know, it was something to do with the tube settings. I don't know. We'll have to remember. Oh, the tubings. So the settings themselves, they do not come in half sizes. So if I have a 6.5 millimeter stone, yes, that was my foot. If I have a 6.5 millimeter stone, here, come over. I'll scoot over a little bit since Carrie's not here right now. So it's right on me.
I'm not trying to.
You're okay. So anyway, so if I've got a 6.5 millimeter stone, I'm going to have to make a 6.5 millimeter tube for that or a bezel. So they usually only come in full sizes, and I believe that I don't remember if they start even at size 2, if they're like a 2 millimeter. I don't think so. But I do have some that start at 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And I don't think that they have a 10. And I think even the 8 is hard to find. But all the way up to 6, you should be able to easily use those. So Suzanne, you have a rolling mill question. Have I ever used the brass stencils for the card making in the rolling mill? Yes, I have. Now, one of those things that you have to keep in mind with those, they're going to be great for doing that. You should expect to have some warpage that happens and also some stretching that will happen. So while your brass stencil will be usable more often than what it would be if it were, say, copper or if it were paper or anything like that, it is still going to have some degradation in that. Welcome. We didn't think you were coming today.
I was.
Oh yeah?
Mama.
What?
So this is reusable, right?
The Thermalock, yes, the Thermalock is reusable. It will get to a point eventually where it almost, it's like it,
you need my help
hang on just a second, where it almost deteriorates. It's almost like there's an oil that kind of comes out, and if that happens, then it's time to retire it, because it is not, it's not overly expensive, but I want to say that if you buy a pack of Thermalock, it might run about $80, but it's like a ton. You know, and so you could even separate that and sell it to some of your friends or whatever else like that. So, and it is reusable for a very long time. And it's not only for holding fixtures like this, like people use this Thermalock stuff all the time. People will make it, like if you don't have a file handle, you can make a file handle that fits your hand. You can make grips for different things. I know people who have had things on their truck break and they'll just mold something together and it holds it together better than duct tape. Right? So, so that's that. Yeah, it is kind of like epoxy.
A reusable epoxy?
Line of the day.
It's a lion.
To do a lion.
This is a kitty still, right?
No.
It's still a kitty.
Yeah,
a lion is a cat.
It's a big one.
It's a big cat.
And they eat.
They eat the little kitties?
No.
They might.
It came with this blankie with the lion.
It did come with the blankie. Yep, when you were born in the NICU, huh? So Suzanne, I hope that helps a little bit. You would still want, yeah, you would still want to kind of take the same steps that I showed you before with the watercolor paper or foam or anything like that, and then you still set your rolling mill the same way. Now people are going to ask too, do I need to sandwich the metal so that the metal never touches the rolling mill? Well, if you have a rolling mill that can't handle brass or copper or silver, you might need a new rolling mill. Okay, because those are so soft, and if your rolls are not hard enough to deal with that, then your rolls were not hardened properly. So, but yeah. Louise says, but it doesn't look like a unicorn. And she's very right. It does not look like a unicorn. Are you ready?
Unicorns are on her pants.
Oh, that is true. She's got unicorns on the pants.
And a puppy on the shirt.
And a puppy on the shirt.
Because it's 2 different pair of pajamas.
Guess she can't join us for a walk later because she's still in her pajamas.
Yeah, you know, if only I were 9 and could walk around in my pajamas all day long. All right, Kiara, are you ready? Come on, let's go. Okay, so now that we have the crew here.
I was in my pajamas because you said we were gonna take a nap and then we never did.
I know.
And I was in my pajamas until we take a nap.
Sometimes naps happen, sometimes they don't. The bug guy showed up. We had to get rid of all your wasps out of your play set.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I don't want to get stung.
No, we don't want to get stung. Okay, so what we need to do is
What did you want me to
Gone
do?
13 years not getting
13 years for what?
not getting stung.
Not getting stung? Aren't you lucky? I didn't get stung by a bee until I was...
I've never got stung.
38. Is that right? 37. 36, 37, 38, something like that. That was the first time I got stung.
Yet. I haven't got stung.
Thank goodness, because that is no fun when that happens, that's for sure. Okay, so Kiari, let's pull your pendants over here because we need to do a couple of things. Let's pull this camera back a little bit, and we're gonna bring him down here. So Kiari, what we need to do on yours, this is the one for Miss Hamblin. Now, what I think we should do, and you can decide whether or not you want to do this, but I think we should darken it so that those really pop. What do you think? The design on this? So why don't you...
Put my blankie away.
All right, just set it right here real quick.
Okay.
Hurry fast. So what we're gonna do, I mean, there's a couple different ways you can oxidize this, but I don't wanna have to worry about, because I kind of like the copper look on the back. So we're just gonna use a permanent marker and we'll just color this in right here. Okay, so here you go, color that in. Okay, and then I want you to dry that.
Hello to everyone.
So Kate, I want you to do the same thing on the back of your, oh, you can't because I already mounted it in the thermal lock. Never mind. We'll have to do it afterwards.
I was like, how am I going to do that?
Yep, sorry. Yeah, you can't do that.
Maybe I can break it open?
No, well, you know what? I mean, I can always show you guys how to loosen that back up. I was just printing our list.
Grab the heat gun.
Okay, well, we'll have to see if we'll bring over here. Okay, so while she's doing that, Kate, how about we just do it the same thing here? Why don't we, instead of oxidizing the whole piece, how about we just take the marker and just color these in? What do you think?
Think that'd be better?
I think either way would work great. Try that one, and let me go see if I can grab another one if that one doesn't work.
I tried on it when I was trying to color this.
That's okay.
It might come off because you hammer on it a lot.
Yeah.
Unless it doesn't.
Here, this one might be a little better, Kate. Kate, you've got it pulled off of the screen so they can't see what you're doing, honey.
So me or Kate?
Kate. And it's no fun when they can't see anything, because then it's just dead air, and that's no fun.
What's dead air?
It means that nobody's saying anything and they don't see anything. Okay, why do you keep going to the Jeopardy music?
Because why not?
All right, so once you guys get that done, we're gonna let it dry. Okay, and then what do you think? How are we gonna remove it?
I know.
What?
Grab the green scrubby. Or no, not the green scrubby, the white thing.
Yes, because if we did the green scrubby, while that would work, it would make it scratched on the surface, right? Now, the way that we did this is we just stuck these in the tumbler. So we didn't even do any major polishing or anything, but we had the surfaces polished before we did our soldering. So we just threw them into the tumbler to do a quick burnishing on them. So, all right, 26. So you guys, we had 26 entries for our giveaway.
You have 1 in 26 chance.
Narita, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy watching and listening to the girls. It's kind of fun to listen to them here in the studio. It's not so much fun when they're not in the studio.
Why?
Because you argue and are cranky. All right, so Kate, go ahead and do your other pieces as well. Let's switch back over here to Kiari's real quick. All right, so Kiari now has hers done. So Kiari, what I want you to do, oh yeah, there you go. That looks great. So what I want you to do, yeah, blow on it to make it dry. Okay.
I got like a piece of paper to go under this.
Here, you can use this.
In case I don't draw.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I get onto the table all the time. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just take a paper towel.
Why not the...
Hang on. I'm showing you why. Just a second. So we take a paper towel.
To dry it?
Well, to kind of dry it and just remove some of the surface stuff on the top. Okay, so that's pretty good. See how much we were able to take off of that? Mm-hmm. So I usually do that first. Then we're gonna take our little white scrubby. Okay, so this is a little, it doesn't matter, they're both the same.
I'll just put it on this side.
Yep. So what this does is it's got a little bit of abrasive to it, and it'll get really dirty, okay? And as it gets dirty and filled up with whatever our debris is, it will quit working as well. And so then you just kind of move it into a clean area and you keep working. Yeah, it's looking good, Kiari. Now, why do we do this in the first place? I mean, why do we put the Sharpie on here or whatever else?
You put the Sharpie on
To
there
make the pieces stand out.
Yeah, it makes them stand out a bit, right? Mm-hmm. Grayleon, this is a huge, okay, it's not even my biggest block, but this is a 6 by 6 inch block that has just come out from Pepe Tools.
And he put your...
He did, he customized it for me, huh? That was really nice of him.
He put your name on it.
He did put my name on it.
The mere metalsmith.
That's right. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, and this block is meant for, the block is, no, don't do that on your hands that way. All right, you ready? Are you done? Okay. So now let's lift it up and show these guys what it looks like. So the thing I really like about these little polishing pads is that they will do a little bit of fine scratch removal. It's a pretty mild abrasive. So it's kind of nice, but it'll leave your piece with a fairly nice shine on it. And it's great, like I use these all the time for tarnish removal. So if I sell a piece sometimes, depending on what it is, here, let me see, Carrie. Oh, that looks great. Look at that. And now look at how our design, it really pops. Okay, so that, yeah, now your hands are black. Yes, this is a dirty job. This is one of those dirty jobs and you have to wash your hands afterwards. All right, so Kate, why don't you move on over here, move your pieces here, and you can do yours now. Okay, so, all right, Kiari, give me a number between 1 and 26.
Oh, no 40.
Hang on. Nope, 1 and 26. Kate, you give me a number between 1 and 26. Both of you. Both of you guys give me a number between 1 and 26.
13.
Okay. Hurry. 1 and 26.
Without 13.
Yeah, not 13 because we already have a 13. Hurry. 22? All right. So here's what I think we should do because I have enough of these little pattern papers. So I think maybe we should put together 2 kits that we give away. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, so our winners. Kiara, you want to come read our winner names?
Yes, please.
Okay, so.
Can I come?
Yep, you read number 22. That's the one that you did. I don't know if you can read that word though or not.
Okay. Number 13 is...
No, we can't read 13.
Kate gets to read 13.
Ah.
So what I did was I took all of the names, put them into a spreadsheet, and then I just printed off the spreadsheet. Everything was numbered so we could see who was what. Can you read that name?
Only I did 23.
You can't change it now. Can you read it? Do you need some help with that one?
I don't want help.
Okay, so give it to me, please. So number, I'm going to say what it is. Are you going to do it? Are you trying?
Reading it.
You trying to figure out how to say it? It's a little different for you, huh? So, tell me when you've got it figured out. Kate, did you see what name yours was? Why don't you read out your name?
Donna Hart.
Donna Hart. Yep, so Donna Hart. Grayleon, you cannot find those in Brazil. Yes, that would be kind of hard to get those in Brazil. You know, Grayleon, check with Micro Tools. I don't know if their stuff would be any better as far as shipping down there goes. And I don't have any resources down in the Brazil area that I could even send you to.
I got it. I got tour.
Nego.
There's no sh in.
I know, but it's a T-I-O-N. Remember, what does T-I-O-N say? So it's kind of like T-I-O-N, but not quite. It's a difficult word. It's kind of tricky.
What do you mean? There's no O. It's T-I-O-A.
I know. Let's see. Negotiate.
Hey!
Finish it
You're
out.
not supposed to say it.
I haven't finished it yet.
Tour. I can't read it.
I know. That's why I was trying to help. You ready for me to tell you what it is?
No.
And you know what? It sounds like, I don't even know where he is or she. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, you know what? He says his name is Tom. Why don't you just say his name then? Tom. Tom wins. Tom is negotiator.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little difficult. That's a big word. It's a tricky one. You did a great job, Kiari.
Ow.
I think she did you like totally miss the stool? Are you okay?
Ow.
You all right? Come here, do you kiss you better?
No.
You sure?
Ow.
Having a difficult time over here.
Yeah, apparently we're having a difficult time. That's the problem with rolling stools. Well, so congratulations to Tom, negotiator Tom, and to
Tom Negotiator.
and to Donna Hart. Okay, how are yours coming, Kate? Oh, those look fantastic. You guys look at these. See if you guys can see those. And let me see if I can zoom you in, guys, just a little bit so you guys can really see what it looks like. Yeah, those look great, Kate. I think that that'll be good. And then see if we put this on top of that pendant, see how it still stands out? Mm-hmm. So I think that, what do you think? Do you like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay, good. All right, I think that those look good.
So polish them.
more than just with the polishing pad. I think that's all we're gonna do today. I'm not gonna have you guys do like the high polish with the
24
with the stuff.
Watching.
Yeah, so okay, so we are now ready to set some stones, right? Yes. Okay. So Kiari,
What about the chain?
okay, do you want to work on the chain? You can work on the chain.
I also want to put the stones in.
I know. Well, it's all going to happen. I mean, it doesn't matter what order it goes in. So if you want to work on the chain, Kate, I'm going to scoot you over, please.
Where's the plier thing that you gave me?
I don't know what did you do with the pliers that you had been using.
I put them here last time.
Here they are, right here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so Kiari, what we're going to do, let's back this camera back out again. Wrong way. And then let's come into this camera. So what we're gonna do, Kiari, is you are going to, all right, we've got the little jump rings, right? So what I want you to do, because you are going we're gonna do this one with the copper. Oh, wait, we need the smaller.
I know I have these.
Yeah.
Which one of these do I use first? Like, is this one to open it and then this one is to...
No, actually, you're not going to need the round nose pliers. You're only going to need these two
Okay,
to
then.
open and close.
I know how to do it.
Okay, perfect. So what you need to do is, I would say let's do, so if we've got our pendant here, right, we're going to do the heart, and we've got
In the middle.
2 teardrops to the sides.
And those ones are having the see-through.
Do you want the heart to hang lower, or do you want it to be,
like maybe one chain lower?
Okay, so then what I want you to do is I want you to do 2 chains with, 3 jump rings.
For these?
Uh-huh. So do one with 3 jump rings and then one,
The teardrop ones?
Uh-huh. And then we'll do the heart one with 5 jump rings.
So this one has how many?
3. 3, 3, and 5.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, so you work on that. You going to work, Riley?
Getting ready to.
So, oldest kids checking out.
Bye-bye, Riley.
See you tonight. You off at 11?
Have a happy unicorn day, Riley.
Okay.
Bye.
What?
She said I will. Mom.
Okay. So anyway, as far as where can you buy the polishing pads, you can also get those over at Micro Tools. So at toolcandystore.com, you can get those. Let me see if I have what the name of those are. So it is a Shine Right polishing pad. And I believe, like, I like to get mine in a bag. This has 50 of them in there. So 2 stacks of 25. But I think you can also get them where they're only like 25. I don't remember if you can get one that's 100 or not. But anyway, there's a few different options for the polishing pads. Oh, it kind of stretched open, huh? So that's what happens. So remember, when you do your jump rings, you don't ever want to stretch it open. Stop, let's just throw that one away now. We'll put that into the naughty pile. So let me show you this again.
No, you
hang on.
Keep one closed.
No, hold on, let me show you this. So let's zoom back in so I can show these guys what we're gonna do.
I know how to do them.
Well, I know, but let me just show you to refresh, okay? So when we have our jump ring, we want to put it into, whoops, dump those over. So I want to put it into my pliers so that I'm holding on to one side of it, right? Mm-hmm. And we're going to come in here on the other side, and you're just going to twist it open.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, or were you trying to close one?
When I was trying to close it,
okay,
it wouldn't close.
So when I close, okay, so this one, because now we've got this one closed, right? So we'll put that one on there.
I know how to do it.
I know you do. I'm just showing them at home. So now I'm going to close that together like so, right? Okay, so there you go. Thank you for letting me show them. Oh, now we're zoomed way in. Let's zoom back out. So anyway, let's see. Just making sure I've got all of our comments up to date.
So the drop chains have how many?
So 3, 3, and 5. Okay, whenever we do
2,
something like this.
3 ones and 1 5 ones.
Correct. So a lot of times when we are working with jewelry and like we're putting elements on different things, the eye, it's so much more appealing to have an odd number. So that's why we would put like 1 ball or 5 or 7, but we wouldn't necessarily put like 4 on something. Okay, so it just helps to keep.
I'm used to have even numbers.
Yeah, but when we design stuff, it's a little bit more appealing to have kind of an odd number. If you have an even number, it's totally fine, but you have to be a little bit more precise with your precision or with your precision. Yeah, that would be helpful. You would need to be a little bit more precise with your placement of things to kind of keep them so that they are evenly spaced. Kate, will you, oh, never mind, I'll grab it. Okay, so Kate, we need to get your piece mounted. Well, I'll just put that down there for a second. It was the base for, it's right underneath your chair. So what we're gonna do is we are going to use a ball vise. Now, I am going to unmount your piece.
Is that good?
Because
Can I do it?
It's okay. We need to close it more. It's still kind of open. So if you can kind of wiggle it and push them closed at the same time, that's the best. That's much better. Good job. What?
There's one.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even think we need to. We did not need to lift your stone. So you decide, do you want holes? Oh, we'll have to pick it up later. Okay. It's right here. There you go. Jeweler's crawl. I don't think we need to put a hole in this one unless you want to. Okay, you don't have to, because this one we don't have to lift the stone, so we don't need to try it out or anything like that. Okay, so go put these on the middle of that tray, that round tray over there. So remember I said that, let's see, let's get this camera, we'll do this one here. All right, so remember that I said I've got this little tab back here on the back. And what I'm going to do is just rest that here into my ball vise, and I'm just gonna close it up onto that, make it nice and tight, and now it doesn't move. Oh, I moved like the whole table, but this doesn't move. So, all right, what we're going to do, Kate, let me go get some setting tools. That's very good. Ooh, you're getting really good at closing jump rings, baby. All right, go ahead and get your stone into place, and let me go get the setting tools. Here you go. Okay, so we need a pusher, and we're gonna use a burnisher. And by putting it into this setting, or into this ball vise, it allows you to have your hands free a little bit more and gives you more stability, I guess you could say. Is it not going in? Yep, just push it in. Good.
Caught it with my leg.
Nice job. Did you drop a jump ring?
Almost.
Okay, nice. All right, that's perfect, Kate. And this, see how this stone, like I'm hoping I can get this so I can show you guys here at home. Let's see if I can get that on the camera just right. Hopefully you guys can see this. If I look here along the edge of my bezel, I can see that the bezel wall is sitting straight up, and there is kind of like a little pocket of air in there. Can you see that, Kate? Okay, and what I'm going to do with that is we are just going to close that pocket. We're going to push it over. So by having this here in the Thermalock, see how I can hold the ball vise with my hand? It makes it much, much easier to kind of hold this, right? Mm-hmm. So now that means that I can come in and have a really firm grip on something, and I can just come in here and push that down.
Okay. Right?
And then you're going to rotate it around to the opposite side. And then remember, we go northeast, southwest, right? You remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we can see that we've kind of pushed in those 4 corners. What do you do next? Do you remember? Okay, now remember here, when you, yes, that's actually really good. Nice grip on that. Okay, remember, we're not coming in at a 40, or we're not coming in at a 90-degree angle. You want to come in kind of at a 45. Good. Now, where do you want to put this? Because you don't want to be, hang on just a sec. You don't want to be on the side of it. You want to be right there on that ridge. Good, just like that. That looks good, Kate. Remember, make sure you do that. Opposite corners. Hello, Maria in Glasgow. It's good to have you here again.
Here.
Yep. Okay, let's see what we got now.
The opposite one.
Okay, good. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, good. So we still have some big pockets, you know, here, 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 and here. So I would go here, here, and then here, here, and then you can start to work methodically right along that stone.
Here.
Okay, now there you go. You were going in at a 90-degree angle.
Here, here.
They were just on opposite corners.
What?
Okay, just look at your stone. Wherever you have a big pocket, go ahead and do one, and then you just go to the opposite side of that stone and then do the other pocket. Are you okay?
Good.
Yep, you did. You all right? Okay, and that's okay. That tells me that you're holding on to things, but luckily we did not skip across the stone, or if you did, it wasn't, you know, it's hard enough. This is a quartz. You okay? Where'd you slip? Let's see.
I went here.
Oh, into your hand. Let's see. Yeah, that happens. Did you get right here? Where'd you go? Show me where you did it.
Falling.
Yeah, so aren't you glad that this is a blunt end? Can you imagine doing that with a graver? It goes right into your hand, and let me tell you, it happens a lot. So you just need to learn your tool control, okay? But it's something that happens. Nope, Maria, you made it just in time, so we're glad you're here. Okay, you ready?
No.
No? Okay, here, watch out. Let me see what you've got. But I need you to scoot. Okay, so we're actually looking really good. We have just a few little bumps up here. She's kind of shaken now with that little slip, and it does happen. Okay, so another thing that you can do, Kate, see how I've got this angled? Not only is it perfect for them to see what I'm doing in the camera, but it also allows me to come in at a little more natural angle. Rather than being up here at this direction, if I come here, see how much easier that is? And now if I slip, whoop, I'm gonna be right above. See that? Okay, so that's something that you can do too. And that's one of the nice things about having one of these ball vices is that, see how I can just rotate this around and just kind of work my way? So now if I look at the piece, we're pretty much laid down. And now what we would do is we would just come like this, and we're just gonna keep pushing as we work the stone around, or work the ball around anyway. See that? And then you see how everything now is a little bit more smooth. Like there was a little bump right there. So we just come back for that bump. Also notice here, I'm not gonna slip as easily right here. See how I'm holding this? And so my finger is actually right here, and then my pusher is right there as well. So that makes it so I don't slip as much either. Okay, because I have a tighter control and hold on everything. All right, and there is the last of it. Oh, we got a little bit right there. Okay, what do you think? Actually looks pretty good. Okay, now this is the one that hurts when you slip because there is a sharp point here. So even though I've rounded that a little bit, that will still zing me if I'm not careful. Okay, so do you remember what we do with this part? No? Okay, so I'm going to use it with that curved section. I am going to smooth it out.
I know how you do it.
Good. So I'm going to hold it like this where that curve is kind of coming to the inside of my piece, right?
That,
so I'm like this. Yeah, nice job, Carrie.
You can't even really see it.
I'm going to rest the top of my finger up against this thermalock, and then I can come right here. And that, again, allows me to really get into here. See that? Okay, and by doing this, I am not only burnishing the edge, but I'm also smoothing everything down. So even if there were some bumps, okay, and I did slip. Did you see that? It went whoop, but it went right into that thermalock. Okay, and again, it can't slip too far because of how I'm supported right here. Does that make sense? Okay. So we'll just come back in and continue to push this down. And this is where I kind of like that curved edge, like I said, to come towards my stone. Now the alternative, and I'll show you guys this in just a sec. We're almost done with this. All right, and now I have this beautiful burnished ridge all the way around the stone. Nice job, Kiari. So the alternative would have been to hold like this. But see, I have a harder time. Can you see that? Like I can't, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I get onto the stone, but I don't get onto the bezel from this direction with the thermal lock in there, right? Okay, there's our stone. Now the other thing I like to do is I'm gonna take this point, I'm gonna lay it right here. This stone is quartz. It's a pretty hard stone, so I'm not worried about it at all. And what I'm gonna do is just run it right here along that front edge of that bezel. Why? Oh, sure you know. Why am I doing it? What's happening to it? Can you see?
It's polished.
It is, it's polishing it. It's shining it up. So it's actually not polishing it, it's just burnishing it. And burnishing is when it just kind of lays that metal down. Okay, see that? So the ball vices are, you can buy some cheap ones, but keep in mind when you buy a cheap ball vise, you're going to get a cheap ball vise. These are not inexpensive by any stretch of the imagination, but the ones that are really good, let me show you. And I don't think I have mine, yeah, mine's pretty loose. Like this will spin very, very freely. Okay, that's what you want in a really good ball vise. And ones that are made economically, they just are not precision made like this. This one happens to be a GRS one, and they are made in Kansas. Okay, and they're beautiful the way that theirs are set up. So that gives you guys kind of an idea of how I use this ball vise. Now another option that I could have used, but I didn't have it mounted here, is a Benchmate. And I could have taken this and mounted it in my Benchmate, and there's like a handle, and I'll get it mounted and we'll do a video on that coming up. But anyway, so that's another option. Okay, and the Benchmate system, while not inexpensive, is less expensive than our ball vices. All right, so Kate, we now have our piece set. Yep, go ahead and bring that heat gun over. So options for getting this out, we need to heat up our Thermalock. And I don't even have to heat up a whole lot of my Thermalock, because all I've done was, when this was like a putty, I just set the stone into it, I pushed it down, and ever so barely, I pushed a little bit over the edge or that ridge of our piece. So what we're gonna do, oh, it doesn't stretch. So you're gonna have to hold on. You guys are gonna have to watch from far away. Well, I can't zoom in, because if I zoom in, it's not gonna pull it at the right angle. So anyway, it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to heat this up a little bit right here on the surface, especially where I have kind of pushed that over the edge a little. Okay, let's see if that's warm enough. It doesn't take a whole lot, but it needs a little more than that. Okay, and so we're just going to get this a little bit warm. Now you can like sing your theme song. We should come up with not Jeopardy. We should come up with a theme song for our videos. What do you think? Okay, we're almost there. I don't think we're.
Well, what do we do for our theme song?
I don't know.
Unicorn girls.
Unicorn girls. There you go. So we're not quite there. Almost. It's getting pretty soft.
Kiari.
What?
I don't want to be accurate for Kiari.
Mythical creature girls.
Oh yeah, what's our mythical creatures? If yours is a unicorn, what's mine?
Yours is a purple.
Flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. Okay, so here's the question of that one. All right, so.
It smells like
yeah, it's because the gun is new.
a hot glue gun.
It does smell a little bit like a hot glue gun, huh? And it's because the gun is new. All right, now be careful. Your piece might be a little bit warm. It is a little warm. All right. Okay. So let's go show these guys.
I want to go.
Yours is a purple.
So we were able to just kind of pull that out.
Wait, yours is a purple.
Yeah, that has to be my cord.
Yours is a purple Skittle.
What?
A Skittle?
No, wait. Actually, it's a flying Skittle.
A flying
creature.
Skittle. Okay, so there
yours is
is
purple.
Kate's stone now.
I just came up.
All right, so Kate, what I want you to do, because we want to pop that texture that we have here on the back of our piece.
Feels like silly
I don't think that zoomed in at all.
This feels like silly putty.
It does feel like silly putty until it hardens up. Okay, so let's
Snap it while it's hard, but it's so hard.
Yeah, so this is Kate's piece. Hers turned out pretty cool.
Here I could try it and snap it, but
Yeah.
we could soften it up, flatten it out, and see how long it takes to snap it.
There you go.
Maybe that could be an experiment.
There you go. We could do that as an experiment.
See how long it takes to snap.
I think it might be kind of hard. Like, this stuff is pretty hard, and it depends on how thick it is, too.
Thin it out.
But yeah, Barb, I have definitely spent more than just a small fortune in my tools, that's for sure. So, all right, Kate, go ahead and why don't you get this one colored in, leave it right here so that they can see what you're doing. So let's get that colored in, and then let me move this stuff out of our way so we have some room to work here. Okay, there you go. That's one way to do it. You silly bum. All right, Kiara, yours are looking pretty darn good. Kate, can you switch me to the main camera, please?
3 and 3 and 1, 2.
All right, so Kiara now has her chains.
3 and 3 and 5.
Yes, Kiara now has her chains. They are all done. So what we want to do, because we don't want to assemble our piece until we set our stone. Now, Kiara did a hammered texture on a bar.
This is Warner.
Yeah, this is for Mrs. Warner. Now, I don't think we should oxidize this. I don't think we should do the Sharpie or anything like that. I think we should just leave it nice, shiny silver. What do you think?
Yeah.
But what you can do to make it a little bit brighter, use your polishing pad, okay, and just go over it, and it will make it a little bit brighter. Let me grab our stones. Oh, did I bring them over already? Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta be very careful with this because that's very thin right there.
It is very thin, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, good grief, I can't get a hold of our stones. Okay. So.
How dirty that is.
I know. It's amazing like how much is on there, huh? So Kate, use this to kind of wipe it down a little bit, and then you can do the polishing pad on yours, all right? All right, let's get this all set up here on our cameras, and we are going to do our stones. So Kiara, you said you wanted your 4mm stone to be the blue one, right? And then we wanted to do...
has blue, the drops have see-through.
Yep, they have little CZs. Oh, I put our other CZs over here. Okay. So...
What are CZs?
CZ is a cubic zirconia. It's a stone. It's a kind of a, it's a little harder than glass and stuff, but it cuts, and it's really sparkly when they cut it, the way that they do it and everything. So it's kind of cool. So it looks nice. Anyway. All right. So let's see.
Wow.
We'll grab a couple of these little ones. Let's see. Is it shining up pretty? Is it making, oh, that's very beautiful. Now it's got a lot of shine to it.
But now my fingers are all dirty again.
Yes. Jewelry is a dirty business, let me tell you. It is definitely dirty. Okay, so Kiari, you can go ahead and stop that for just a second. And let's switch over to this camera here.
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
No, just do this, because your hands are gonna get dirty again anyway. I know, that's the part that I have a hard time with making anything. That's why I have a hard time cooking. I hate having dirty hands. Okay, so.
I don't like getting my hands dirty.
Here is your blue stone.
I always rub my eyes.
Well, don't rub your eyes. You know, we're doing COVID stuff. You're not even supposed to touch your face.
It's not my fault. It's just
Whose fault is it?
my body's fault.
All right, go ahead and get your blue stone in there. Look, your stone is already upside down, so it'll be easy for you to do that. Come on. Oh, that looks great, Kate. Check out Kate's piece. Now you can really see that design.
I don't see anything.
Well, of course you don't, because I'm showing them at home on the camera.
You'll see.
See?
Hopefully at home. Maybe at the store.
Yes, at home, at the store, whatever.
Home at the store.
Okay, come on. We're ready to set this. Oh, you can't set it yet. You haven't set your stone in there.
In the basement.
Yeah,
You're okay. Dirty hands are okay.
I'm scared of getting the.
You won't. We're gonna. No, you're fine. We'll wash everything off afterwards.
Will you polish the stone?
Yeah, we can polish over the stone too. That's the thing that's nice because it is a CZ. It's a little bit harder.
Teeny tiny.
They are little, aren't they?
I don't think they'll fit in there.
They should. Yeah, they should.
Wait, I want to do it.
I want to just make sure. Okay, hang on. I'm just looking. Yeah, they're going to fit fine.
Okay.
All right, so now you want to make sure that that table is completely flat. So we just kind of push down on it with our finger, and that looks fantastic. Okay, do you want to do the hammering?
Yes.
Okay. Not too hard, not too soft. Okay, those are really good hits. All right, let's see. Oh, that's fantastic, Kiari.
It's already
That's
done.
already done. That was it. You gave it a couple really good hits, and it's done. It didn't take much at all, did it? Okay.
I want to do these.
Okay, so you get your stones into those, and this one needs, these are only 3 millimeters, so it needs a smaller punch. Okay. So let's zoom back in just a little bit.
It's a bit crooked.
Is it crooked? Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, go ahead and see if you can get that other one. There we go, that's better. Can you get that one? Okay, that's gonna be really pretty, Kiari. Okay, there you go. Yep, that's a good one too. All right, so again, not too hard, not too soft. All right, let's see. Go ahead and do it some more. That one seems to need, wait, you're not into place yet.
That's why.
There you go. Okay, go ahead. All right, okay. Hang on, it's so small. I need my cheaters. I need my magnifiers.
Cheater.
Okay, that's actually looking really good. That one's good. So go ahead and do that one now.
After this one, I want to see something.
Whoops, sorry. Okay. Let's see. That one is, maybe just do a little bit more. All right, that looks good.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't tell them this if you remember.
I can't tell them, but you're going to.
What animal do you never want to play a game with?
Oh, I know this one.
Don't tell them.
I won't tell them. You tell them now.
You can put them, you can put something in the
chat box?
chat thing.
You can tell them to do it in the chat. Whoops.
And if you didn't hear it, I'll say it again. What animal do you never want to play a game with?
Okay, one of our stones actually did not set well. See, it came out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to set this back in here again. Okay, nobody's guessed yet.
No.
A unicorn? No.
No, sadly.
Unicorns are good at playing games, huh? Mm-hmm. You know what? That is just not fitting well on this particular stone. Let me go get our other settings. Oh, somebody says, I have no idea. I give up. A skunk, a bear. Yeah, I definitely don't want to play with a skunk, but not for the reason that you're saying.
You guys want me to tell you?
What?
She asked what animal you never want to play a game with.
And you want me to tell you?
Here, watch out, baby. Oh, look, we're not even on the camera, or the right camera. Okay, watch out, hang on. Okay. They got it.
Yep.
Vanera got it.
Mommy.
What?
I was supposed to say it.
But I didn't say what it is. I was just saying that. Oh, actually, look, Diane got it first.
A lot of people got it
Thank heavens.
before them.
Okay.
It's a cheetah because it cheats.
Cheats.
It's a cheetah Cheetah?
A cheetah. Yep. All right, I think that's a better fit.
You guys got it.
So whether the tube setting doesn't fit quite right or, hang on, you can't do that. You're not able to do that, sweetie. So whether the tube setting was a little bit big or she had it a little bit off when she went to set the stone, I'm not quite sure what happened. But not only was the stone not set, but it also, like our setter, our little punch here, did not work well. So I have a little kit here that has a whole bunch of sizes. Now the finish on these are not as good or as nice as what are on the other tools that I have, which is why I started with these. But you know, it doesn't fit quite right. So we're just gonna swap tools here, and then we will come into here and we will set the stone this way.
The first person that got it was
Diane. I know. Diane Hoyt. All right, so that's a lot better. And I'm gonna do the same on the other stone just to make sure.
Thank you for the unicorns.
All right, I think we are better now. So Kiari, what had happened is I think that you actually did not have this sitting
What are you doing?
on your tube setting when you first started. So I think we are better now. Okay, so that's better now that we've got that. What?
Sitting over here.
Yeah.
30 people.
Yes.
Ooh, we've been doing this for
Okay.
1 hour and 5 minutes.
I know, which means we all gotta hurry up and finish.
40 seconds.
All right, so Kiara, you've got one more tube setting that needs to be done.
I do? Where is it?
Okay, it's this heart. Which one should we put into this? This is for Mrs. Hamblin. What about the red? Is that what we said? Or you want to do purple?
I did purple.
You want to do purple? Purple or red?
But now I think maybe pink. Nah. Let's do purple.
You want to do the purple? Because I think either one will go well with your copper. All right, so purple it is. So let's get one of these out, or a whole bunch.
I'll do this.
Okay. Oops.
I
Okay.
can't tip it over.
All right, you need some help? You got it. Okay.
We've been doing this for 1 hour.
I know.
and
I know, so you got to hurry up and get it finished. So Kate, now that your pieces have all been kind of oxidized per se.
Can I have the thingy?
The thingy.
Hammer it down.
You want the thingy?
Yeah, like
There you
that.
go.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Oh, we'll talk about it later. So anyway, so it's so people can use like super chats if they wanted to. Okay, so go ahead and set that stone. Kate, on yours, let's start. Oh, you need to set your stone still, huh? Okay, on your pendant here though, let's back this up. On this pendant right here, so what we did was we put hang on just a second, a little bit more. So what we did was we put 2 holes right in here. And now what we're going to do is put 2 jump rings, 1 on each side. And they're, actually let's go a little smaller than that. Do these 2, okay? So it's this size right here. So do those jump rings into each one of those. And what will happen is we'll get a chain and we'll attach it to the chain. So it'll be a fixed pendant. It's not gonna slide around.
Okay.
All right, so there's that. Let me grab you a couple of pliers.
Does that look good?
Here you go.
Do you want me to just do it right here?
Yeah, go ahead and do it right there.
Looks good.
Oh, that does look really good, Kiari. Where's your punch? Where'd you do with the punch? All right, there we go.
I
Okay,
wanted to do that.
I know. All right,
I'm
so
gonna do that.
I know, I'm so mean. Let's see. All right, so
What chain do you
Kiari.
need?
Well, we'll have to find your chain in just a minute. But what we need to do right now is we are going to use a couple of copper jump rings since these pieces are copper. Okay, so we'll do that one to attach those 2. Okay, and then we'll do one more. We might have to come back and put a bigger one in, we'll see. Okay, so I would do it, let's do it that way. All right, so we're gonna do,
right?
yeah, it is, because the way we cut the pattern, it is the same either way. All right, so here is a pair of pliers and another pair for
You
you.
want me to put these together, those?
Yes. So go ahead. Don't worry about this one for right now, but let's go ahead and open up that jump ring.
You want me to attach it to this too?
Yes, I do. Okay. So Glenda says, what do you think, Kiari? Okay, so she said she didn't know about maybe the, I think, I don't know, maybe she thought that about the animal. What other jokes do you know? You know other jokes? Okay, that's good. You don't need to open it any further than that.
I wasn't.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
I don't think.
You don't know any other jokes? No, don't close it. Just hold on to it so now you can slip your stuff on. Oh, perfect job, Kate. So Kate got hers all done now. And then like I said, I've got a chain that I think will work really, really well with this. And so what we'll do is we can decide if we want to make it a longer one so she can just pull it over her head, or we can put a hook and a clasp on it. Okay, so, but Kate's now is done there. So Kate, what you need to do now, what stones did you want for your pieces? Do you know? Yes, no? All right, well, you got to decide. So let me pull this over here. Let's pull it, watch out, please. Okay, so all of yours, okay, so you got 3 millimeters. What if we just do the clear CZs on these? Or do you want a colored stone?
I don't know. What do you think would look good with it?
I don't know. She likes to wear a lot of color, so I would think that you could do, like we've got red. No, for the small one, you're gonna have to do clear because I only have the clear 3 millimeter stones.
I think clear would be good. Like you said, she wears a lot of colors, so then if we do clear, then it goes with all of her stuff.
That's fine. Okay, so there are those. So get 2 of those out and I'll pull out. Good job. You're good at catching those little jump rings, huh?
Yeah, because I keep catching them.
There's your 4 millimeter stone.
It won't stay.
Maria, you know what? The girls have really gotten good with using the tools. I have to say, being in here with them as their mom, I'm so glad because it's fun to see like the progress that they're making and how much fun they're having. Nice, Kiari. Fantastic. Now put this jump ring at the top.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it looks good. You gonna put on the magnifiers? They're a little big for your head, huh? Okay. All right, perfect. So go ahead and get your stones into place.
Not quite.
Okay, now you're putting your head right in the camera so they can't see anything.
It's not quite right. It's a bit,
Okay, you have to be careful how you set those down. Oh, let's see, did it go down? Oh, nope, see? So if you do it this way, and we might be in trouble, there we go, because I didn't drill the hole in it this time. So when you do this, like I will try to do it like this, so that when I bring it down, I can push it flat down onto it like that. Okay, but see, even I came out just a little bit wrong. See, and the one time I don't drill a hole into the bottom of it. Okay, you work on those. Oh no, actually, did it go into place? Oh, it's now into place. Okay.
Should we drill holes into these?
No, it's fine. So you just kind of have to play around with that. So, Norita, the name of the punches that I used that are not in the box to set the stones.
Never mind.
Okay, so Kate, let's see. Good, now go ahead and put this jump ring up here too. I'm gonna switch cameras on you, Kate, sorry. So these tools, I'm assuming, are what you're asking for, and they are bezel setting punches.
Oh, jumped out.
Did it jump out? Darn it. I hate it when that happens. So anyway, so these are bezel setting punches. I got these from Halstead Bead, but when I was trying to post a link to them in my video, like when we talked about tube setting with the girls the first time, I couldn't find them, and so I contacted Halstead and they no longer carry them. So, but we can still get them if we need to. So if there's enough interest, I can place an order. They'll order a special order in for me, and we can do kind of like a group buy. But I would need to have probably, I would say, at least 10 that I would need to order, and I might be beaking out my butt. I might have to have more than that. I don't know. But they did tell me that if I wanted to custom order these, I could, and that they would help me do that for everybody.
Is that good?
There you go. That's really good. Okay.
Like it keeps going.
So good.
Okay, yeah, so sometimes it is a little hard. So Kate, so she's having a hard time. Okay, hold on. She's having a hard time here because when she goes to put the piece onto the stone, it's going in crooked.
It would be fine, and then I pick it back up and it goes crooked.
It goes crooked. So here is another option that you can use. When we are in the jewelry field, we use a little thing of beeswax. Oh, you know what? I have another little tool that we can try. So now the beeswax, this is how I pick up and I move all my little stones. So we've just got this little piece and it looks nasty, terrible, and I just need to warm it up a little bit and it makes it all sticky, okay? So if we come back to this camera here. So another thing that you can do, and let's see if we can pick our stones up, because now I want the table up a little bit, okay? So now what I can do, I can bring this in, touch it onto the stone, and then I can just bring my stone over and place it in, and I can continue to manipulate it or move it, pick it up and move it around, do whatever I need to do to make it flat. Okay, so that's something like that. So Narita, what size do I use on these? So they only came in 4 sizes. Will you switch me to the main camera, please? They come, and I don't know that they ever had more than these. So I have 4 sizes. I have a 3 millimeter, a 4 millimeter, a 5, and a 6 are the sizes that I ordered. Now when I bought them before, I want to say that they were like, they're not cheap. They were like $40, $50 a piece.
Mommy?
Yes. Yeah, that's good.
Like this one comes up and this one goes down.
I will help you fix that. Don't worry about it right now. I'll show you how to fix that in a bit. Go ahead and get the other jump ring in there.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the set that I have, and like these are my precious. So I always keep them. I actually just keep them all in a little bag and I keep them together. And then, excuse me, I have a drawer that I just keep them in over here in my bench so that I always know where they are. Oh, I guess I shouldn't put those away because you need them. Huh. So yeah, so we can go ahead and do that. Maria, you have a good night and we will catch you tomorrow.
Bye.
Or no, we won't catch you tomorrow. We will see you on Monday. I am totally taking the weekend off.
Yeah.
Definitely taking the weekend off. Huh. All right. Does it? Okay, so Kate, here is the hammer for your piece. What? Oh, but see, that's the thing that's kind of nice about this wax. So she bumped her stone, and because, you know, there's enough play in it, it kind of moves the stone out of place. And so the beeswax is kind of nice. Now there's also this other little pickup tool, and it's called a jewel picker. And it's got 2 little sticky ends on it. And so what happens is it gets, you know, you can just pick up your stones or whatever and put them into place. And it'll eventually get not sticky, and then you just wash it off and it's sticky again. I don't know how long they're good for because I've only just got it not too long ago. That's a beautiful jump ring close, dude. Nicely done.
It kind of does the same thing. Ooh, what's this?
So what's that?
What's this? Why is there a pink end and a bluish pink?
Well, there's like a green one.
Yeah.
There's a green, and then there's...
What are those?
It's a little sticky thing. So like I could pick up the stones and put them into place. Like that stone almost... I need my other glasses. So we'll have to... Yep, I need my visors. I can't see anymore. I'm getting too old, you guys. Even though everybody says I don't look as old as I am, I feel as old as I am for sure.
Well, it's a good thing if you don't look as old.
I know, right? Okay, so Kate, this stone right here is totally crooked. So let's try this. Let's try. There it is.
Cut it.
Yeah. So we can kind of pick that up and lay them in there. There we go.
Beeswax is in there.
Okay, this is not beeswax. This is just kind of a sticky thing. Feel it. Yeah. So it's just a little bit sticky.
Does it?
It's just a little tacky is all.
It?
Nope. I mean, just other than the little tackiness. All right, so Kate, Here you go. Go ahead and set your little 4mm
Okay.
or 3mm ones first.
Yum,
So make sure that when you get it on here, so what happened with Kiari's is she didn't have it completely seated right, and so it kind of flared open her thing. Is it fitting on there pretty well?
Flared open my feet?
It kind of, there you go. Yeah, yours is good, right there. It's just right on top. And then here's your hammer. So Glenda, I talk about my girls, and then you're 80 this month, which happy birthday. So that's gonna be kind of cool. It says, but as far as jewelry is concerned, I consider myself one of the kids, and you appreciate their questions.
Is that the person that lost everything, or was that?
She is. That is Glenda.
Ah.
Glenda, she remembers you. But I'm so glad. I'm glad. You know what? And that's
on FaceTime.
Like I said, one of the things that's kind of interesting with the girls is that it does get a little chaotic in here and a little off topic from time to time, but they really do ask good questions. That is beautiful, Kate. Fancy, fancy. Way to go. Okay, do the next one. Here, let's move a camera so that they can see what you're doing.
It's 3:07.
I know. We're almost done.
It's like,
can you get it on there? What's that?
1 hour and 19 minutes.
I know, and people have stayed the whole time.
We did
It's
have
amazing.
30.
I know, but Maria said she had to get off. She lives
So then that's
in Colombia.
why we have 21 or
Mhm.
20.
Yep. Oh, that looks fantastic, Kate. Nicely done. See, you're getting the hang of this.
We need to get one more person in order to have 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
What does
So
that
why, let's see, why are the gem setters better than the ones in the box set? The finish. So, Benira, the finish on them is really, really nice. Now, the one in the box set, oh, beautiful, Kate. Well done, dude. Well done. Okay, so the one that's the box set, you guys, this is my original. This is what I started doing tube setting with, and they definitely do not have the finest finish on the inside. So after I would get done with this, a lot of times I would just go back over that setting with a really, really fine sandpaper or a fine abrasive and just kind of smooth it out a little bit. Whereas these that are the ones from Halstead, I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So anyway, these have a super highly finished interior. So when I come into here, I can just run that around my stone and it will burnish it beautifully. So it just is a quick time saver basically. And that way then I don't have to go back and do quite as much work. So it's either one of them works. And the box set, I want to say that this whole box set is like $50–$60. So it gives you kind of an idea there of what you're looking at. Now you can buy a full set like this for jewelry that is beautifully finished, but you should expect to pay probably about $300 or so for that. So, you know, for me, it was a trade-off. I couldn't afford, I still can't afford $300 for something like that. So for me, it's like, well, it's okay. I'll just take a little bit of a sanding abrasive, a really fine one, and go back around that. So.
Hey, Mommy.
Yes.
I finished all of the homework besides history. I don't have history.
You don't have history?
I didn't do history.
All right, so I can't afford it right now, especially. Yeah, I should if I start to sell things off, I might be able to, but it's also not a high priority.
Be able to afford what?
Have the box set of these that's like $300. Yeah. Yeah,
that's a lot more than I.
No, I mean, you got to have your priorities, right? You got to have your priorities. All right. So you guys, the only thing that's really left at this point is to connect things with jump rings. And you guys have seen all of that. And our camera, or our mic is about, that was weird. Our mic flipped out on us.
Oh, it did?
I was afraid that it was dying on us, but.
Well, it is dying.
We'll see.
Earlier it was at 2 squares.
Benira, you want the unicorn girl? I'll give you a really good deal.
I'm not willing to
Should I sell you?
I'm not willing to give her up.
No, why not?
Oh.
You're gonna fall off your seat again?
She's a butthead most of the time. She's the only friend I've got.
Tom, you have a good weekend as well.
What about Riley?
Okay, yeah, we could sell Riley too.
No.
Oh, you don't want
have Riley as a friend.
Anyway, you guys.
Fine, then we
So, Banira, I will see what it costs to order those in, and then, like I said, if we do end up doing an order on those, Banira, I know that you're out on my Facebook group, the Metal Menagerie group. So we will double check those. Hey, Tom, if you are still here, shoot me a message with your mailing address so I can get your prize to you.
Shoot you.
Fine. Send me an email or something like that with your address and I will get this stuff off into that. Yes, Bobby, I totally need a rest. Can you tell? So anyway, like I said, the only thing we really have left here is just to connect jump rings. So you guys did an amazing job. Look at these projects. And the girls did them. I'm so excited.
Do you know Donna's stuff?
What? I do not know. So Donna, if you're here as well, Donna Hart.
The replay.
Yeah, if you watch the replay or whatever, make sure you drop me a line also with your mailing address and we will get your patterns off to you.
Mommy.
What?
I forgot.
Okay. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. We are going to go and just rest. Actually, you still have a test to take. Or
I do?
I don't know. Do you have to finish your stuff?
Can we go on
a little bit of homework?
I'm done with my math and reading.
Oh, good.
And
your spelling test? Good, we're done with homework. Have a good weekend, you guys. We will see you guys on Monday. Remember, please come back and drop a line for me in the comments. Give us some ideas of what you would like to see. Even if I don't use them here with the girls, I am putting together my list for doing the live online classes. And then also, who knows, maybe we'll pick somebody again from the comments and do another giveaway.
Yeah.
That might be kind of fun.
Have a happy unicorn day. Have a happy kitty day. Have a happy lion day. Have a happy mythical creature day.
Have a good one, you guys.